I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Ava.
And welcome
to the Inner Idiot.
This podcast contains graphic language, violence, and other things that you probably should not let your children listen to. Please enjoy.
It ain't wet from sweating, we ain't done yet. That's right. You hear the music, you know what time it is. Put your ugly kids down for a nap. Put them to bed. I don't care what you do. Just make sure they ain't listening to this shit. Set the deuce loose and welcome to the Inner Idiot. I am your host, Tyler Havlin, and I still have no clue what I'm doing with my life. Nothing's changed. Nothing's gonna change. So how about that? Let's get the important stuff out of the way. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, The Inner Idiot. Follow us on Twitter at IdiotInner. Yeah, that's the handles right there. We got some stuff in the works, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me introduce my the other people that talk with me. First up, the Lord that's never bored, the commander of the comic books, Lord Shorty Fresh, in the flesh, 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo!
Here I am.
How you do today, buddy?
You know what? I'm actually good. It was a good day. I slept. It felt like a good sleep. And then as soon as I wake up, you tell me we had the same dream, and that always fucks me up.
That fucked me up, man. As soon as you said we were in a maze, I was like, what the fuck?
It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. I'm just more mad that we got in an argument about what was outside the maze. If I could remember what was outside the maze, because it looked like, you've seen the labyrinth, right? You've seen the labyrinth? Okay. You know how like the one scene where she's like standing on top of the hill and she can see the whole fucking thing, like even on what's beyond? Or I guess she can't see what's beyond in that one. But that's how it was like. We were standing there on top of the fucking hill and we could see what was outside and something was fucking dumb. I can't remember what, but like Camden and Otto were getting in an argument about like why we shouldn't even bother.
Sounds right.
Yeah, it was fucking silly.
This all come from the escape room, I'm sure.
I don't know, maybe.
All right, she's waited long enough.
Yes.
Red hair don't care. She's on fire, but she don't smoke. The Duchess of Delightful, the Queen of Side Eye. 2 claps and a Ric Flair from Miss Ava B. Woo!
There she is.
There she is.
Here I am.
I feel like that's an oxymoron. Is that right? Oxymoron? Duchess of Delightful and the Queen of Side Eye.
I mean, no.
I feel like the two contradict each other, but they contradict each other
hold on.
in such a delightful way.
Is it the Duchess and then the Queen that contradict each other?
Whoa! Look, see, that's like a 4-way split.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was talking about the Delightful and the Side Eye, but now
it's
the Duchess and the Queen.
I feel like you can be delightful and have a hell of a side eye. Stop it.
You're double dipping, Ava. That's what's happening.
Double dip.
So look, a few things before we get into today's top 5. The first one, I was watching this show, right? And you know how sometimes you will watch a show, it was called The Outsider. And some weird shit happened. And they're trying to tell people, no, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. And you know how sometimes like you watch a show and you're like, well, I'd believe them if they told me that. But then you think back to your life when one of your friends told you something crazy. And you're like, or like your kids, you don't have kids, so I can't use this example.
I have nieces and nephews.
But like they'll be like, oh, I saw this. And you're like, oh, okay. And you kind of just brush it off. But then you think back to that movie where like that kid told their parent the same thing and they didn't believe me. You're like, they should have believed them. Does this track, is what I'm saying, make sense?
Yeah. Because you always hear something from somebody like, that doesn't make any sense or whatever. Like, I mean, I'm sure I have a story that I could think of. Like, nobody believed me until, like, the person who did it to me told everybody else. My friend's grandmother ran me over with her van. Nobody believes this story until my friend's grandmother was telling this story at a wedding. I wasn't even there.
Did she think you were a reindeer? Was it a revenge thing?
Maybe. I don't know. But no, like I was telling, like right after it happened, I was telling like my mom, my grandma, and some other people about it. Because they were like, oh, how was this like we were going to a concert. And I told them what happened. I was like, yeah, and then Grandma Cheryl ran right over my legs. And they were like, no, that didn't happen. I was like, why would I make this stuff up? Like, no, I'm not looking for the fucking fame. I'm sitting here telling my grandmother and my mom about it.
I got ran over by a fucking car.
No, that didn't happen.
Wow.
And then my grandma and my friend's grandma, who ran me over, were at the same wedding.
You got ran over twice at a wedding?
No,
okay.
No, my grandmother and then the grandmother who ran me over were at the same wedding months or years later. I don't remember. But then my grandma brought it up to her. She's like, Cheryl, did you ever run over Shorty? She's like, oh, yeah. She was like, excuse me? She goes, yeah, he was running around the van acting stupid, so I hit the gas, and he went down.
Did your grandma,
She was just shocked. She was like...
So they didn't throw hands or nothing?
No, Grandma just started laughing because I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
True story. That's
Why
not...
did you both look at me?
I don't know. It felt like a time for Ava. It felt like an Ava time.
I'm speechless.
All right, I'm going to save the next question for after the top 5 because I feel like we can go on a tangent about the next one.
We probably will.
And so let's just hop into the top 5. Today's top 5, if you weren't watching on Instagram, is top 5 things you shouldn't ask after sex.
Oh, fuck, I didn't write this down.
That's all right. We'll start off with Ava. She's good to go. She's ready. Miss Ava B, you're up.
Okay, so the first thing I would say is go in for a high five.
You don't high five after sex?
No.
Well, I
What?
do.
That's weird.
Why?
That's weird.
You've never had, like, awesome sex. Where you're just laying down, like, no offense, sorry. But, like you're just, like, laying down, like, completed. You know what I'm saying? And you're just, like, you're too tired to do anything else. You've high
I
five.
feel like the laughing orgasm is the perfect time for a high five after sex.
100% correct.
Okay, so next one is, so do you take cash or cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
And then tell Uncle Billy I said hey.
Oh my god.
I like that one.
Jesus.
That's all.
That's all?
Yeah.
All right, Shorty, you're up.
I'm trying to find it.
All right, you want me to go ahead and go?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, here's my top 5. Let me pull mine up. Cause
I bet it's a doozy.
a doozy.
Oh, never mind, I found it.
All right, well, go ahead. Go. I'll wait.
Number 1, why didn't you tell me your dick was bigger than mine?
I remember that one. That one's so great. Could you imagine just meeting somebody randomly hooking up? You get there, like, let's say the person is drop dead gorgeous, right?
Sure.
You get to the room.
It's
hotel
2021, man. You gotta ask these questions. You know what I'm saying?
You get there, she de-pantses, and it turns out she's really a he. Like, what do you do at this point? Are you like, all right, do I just let him blow me? Like, do I just turn him around, pretend like I didn't see it? Like, at that point, you've put in the work. You gotta do something.
I don't know. I mean, man, there's a lot of weird stipulations with this. There's no dice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, I've never been the one to go out and say, hey, what's up, random human being? Would you like to go back to my place and fuck? No, that's never been a thing for me. Like, I've had women approach me at bars and say, hey, like, let's go back to my place. And I'm like, hey, I don't even know your name. I'm going to go over here. And I just leave the situation. Because, one, it makes me horribly uncomfortable. Like, I get, like, nobody would believe this about me, but, like, I get horribly shy when approached by really pretty women.
I could believe that.
Like,
I could see it.
It's fucking unfair, and I don't know why I do it.
I wouldn't have believed that when I first met you.
Really?
But knowing you, how I know you now, I believe it.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when he told me that too.
Yeah, like, unless I'm in my comfort zone, like, if a really pretty chick comes over here, there's a reason somebody had brought her here, and it wasn't me. Like, one, I'm probably going to humiliate you, because, like, how dare you bring this beautiful woman into my house knowing how lonely I am. But, yeah, sorry. Enough tangent for that. Fuck, you went away.
Damn it, Shorty.
Oh, there it is. Is your mom any better at this than you?
I like it.
Number 3. Does your crotch also itch?
Oh. I could look. So one of these questions on my list was actually asked to me once, but I could never imagine that question being asked to me. That would be scary.
That would be scary. Like, how often do you get tested? If a chick ever looked at me and goes, how often do you get tested? I would get, like, horribly nervous really quick.
You never been asked how often you got tested?
Not, like, directly after sex.
No, not afterwards. Like, I mean, before hookup, I've been asked, hey, have you been tested recently?
Yes, that's perfectly acceptable. But, like, you're laying in bed after completion and you're just like, so, when was your last trip to the doctor's office?
Yeah, you put the horse before the cart on that one.
Yeah, like, oh, shit. Number 4 is how much do I owe you? Because, obviously, why wouldn't you ask? Like, I already bought you dinner, babe, but, anything else you need? Need some cab fare?
There was one time I had sex with somebody, and I told him, like, the only way I'm coming over is if you give me gas money. I got over there, we did the deed, and then they gave me gas money, and I went home.
That's awesome.
Wasn't quite
Now, see, the funny
fair.
thing is like, there was this chick, like, who wanted to sleep with me, but I would not, like, do it. So finally, like, somehow she convinced me to let her blow me. And directly afterwards, it was just weird. It was a weird blowjob. And I was just like, I was basically like, I was kind of friends with this girl. Like, I saw her in passing majority of the time. And finally, like, I told her, like, how I knew of how to do it. So I've said that. I have said that exact line after that, just so she would never talk to me. And the sad part is, it only lasted like 6 months. Because she was hitting me up like every other day. She was like, hey, Shorty, like, you want to hang out? You want to do this? And finally she just came out and said, like, hey, do you want to fuck? And I'm like, no. She's like, come on. No. And then she was like, come on, let's just do something. I was like, no. She's just let me suck your dick. And I'm like, this is a weird thing. Like, I can't believe I'm turning this down. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Fine. Like, it's been a while. So finally she does it or whatever. And I was like, so how much do you want? She's like, excuse me? And I was like, please don't fuck. Like, you know, I'm thinking the whole time, please don't talk to my head. I wish I could remember all the dialogue afterwards. But yeah, that is something that's actually happened.
You said it was a weird blowjob? Have you ever gotten an awful blowjob?
Yes.
Now here is the point where every man has a little bit of gay in them. As you get an awful blowjob and you think to yourself,
I could do it better.
Exactly. I like how we were on the same wavelength there. All right, you got anything else on your list?
Yep. Number 5 or number 1, however you want to put it, is what's your name again?
That should be on everybody's list. That's actually a question I've asked before. That's horrible.
Why would you ask? Why
Because I
would
needed
you?
another name to put their number in my phone. You meet somebody one night.
You should ask how to spell their name. Is how they get around that question.
Oh, I like the way you think.
You're welcome. God.
Tyler.
I haven't always been fat.
What does that have to do with anything?
I used to be able to get girls.
What does that have to do with anything?
You're in a relationship and I'm not.
It's you asking a rude ass question.
No, I wasn't always the best of guys. All right.
I was about to say, that's some scumboy shit right there.
It was some F-boy stuff.
And I just gave some scumboy advice. I can't say anything.
Poor
I don't
Ava.
belong here.
I'm sorry, Ava.
All right, number 5. Are you sure we're cousins? Number 4. So I just use this cream twice a week, right?
Ew.
All right. Number 3. If any dude has to ask this, you're doing it wrong. Number 3. Did you come? If you're a guy and you have to ask that, chances are they didn't, and you need to reevaluate your game plan next time. Number 2. What's your name again? See, it was on my list also. Now, number 1 has actually been asked to me before.
To you?
Yes, only once, and it was way out there. So, number 1, can I borrow your phone to call my boyfriend? Yeah.
What the fuck?
Uh-huh. I was like, wait a second. You got a boyfriend? Yeah? So you could have mentioned that beforehand. And secondarily, you ain't using my phone to fucking my number pop up on his shit. He don't need my goddamn number.
Star 67.
Does that work on a cell phone?
I think it works on anything.
Oh.
I mean, we can try out. I'll call one of you. Fuck.
I don't think mine's on silent, so...
It doesn't matter.
I always tell you guys put your phone on silent, and I always forget.
I put mine on vibrate.
Yeah.
Mine's on silent, but my alarms come through, so I just have to pay closer attention to it.
I still have to worry about my parents texting me about stuff because I'm still young, so I need it on vibrate.
All right, well, that's the top 5. Let's take a break.
What's your question?
We'll come back to that after the break.
Oh, well, all
we'll
right,
get
then.
into weird facts or Ava reviews, whatever she's got ready for us today.
Oh, boy!
Yeah.
She looks like a deer in headlights.
Hey Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here too.
So all you got to do is sign up at SpotifyForPodcasters.com or get the app and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
And we're back talking about chopped up PPs and sushi.
You're fucking weird.
All right, so here's the question. I've given this a lot of thought today. I can't remember where I saw it. I don't know if I saw it on Twitter or Facebook or something. So we'll start with Ava. Would you rather be the strongest person in the world? This one's really, it's just thought invoking. It's not crazy.
Okay.
I know
fine.
most stuff coming from me is crazy, but
That's fine.
There's doubt in her eyes.
would you rather be the strongest person in the world or the smartest person in the world?
Smartest.
You got a reason?
Because you can do literally whatever you want.
You think
You
that?
could manipulate anybody that you wanted. To get anything that you want.
100%.
But you think so? So you're going to pick smartest also?
Yeah.
Well, we know Tyler's choice.
Well, here's the thing. When I first read this question, right off rip, no brainer, smartest person in the world.
Right.
But then I got to thinking, like, all right, most smarts can be interpreted as an opinion. So no matter like how smart you are, somebody's always going to say, well, they're wrong. Well, this. And then I went a little further into it, and it's like, you know what? Higher intelligence is, they're like, the higher your intelligence, the more depressed you are, because you know how fucking fucked up everything is, right? So it's like,
If you're telling me right now I'm depressed and I'm smart, I'm gonna smack you.
dude, I'm telling you, most people that are depressed are of higher intelligence.
Well, that's sad, because
I
I know
wish
a lot
that
of...
were true.
I was about to say, I know quite a few, like, I'm depressed, and I'm an idiot.
I wouldn't call you an idiot. I would say you're above average on intelligence.
Look, see, listen, we're on a show called You're an Idiot. Like, idiot's in the name. That's what I'm here for. Like, that's what I'm about.
I mean, I can't escape this one either.
See,
I'm here too.
Here's my thing. Ignorance is bliss.
I
Okay?
wish.
I'm going to bury my goddamn head in the sand, and then I'm going to pick heavy stuff up and put heavy stuff down, because goddamn it, I'm going to be the strongest person in the world. I don't want all that intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I thought I did, but then it's like, no, because then I know exactly how fucked up everything is. And then I can't prove that I'm the smartest either. But goddamn it, if I'm the strongest, I can prove it. It's provable.
I don't know, man. Like, just
I'm
being...
not worried about glory though. So
I like being the best at something. And here I'm the best at making
I
y'all
was
cringe.
gonna say,
so.
what are you the best at now?
But yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, if you're smart, you don't need to prove your intelligence. Or you'll be smart enough to not need to prove your intelligence.
I guess. I don't know. I just feel like the depression thing is there, and it's really prevalent.
Well, I've seen stupid people have depression.
Yeah. But
I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's not... I would agree with you that it is of higher risk. The more intelligent you are, the more likely you are to be depressed. Like, that I can get behind. I can get behind that. Now, am I saying that all intelligent people are depressed? Absolutely not. But there are, because they're, and like, are all dumb people happy? No. Are there a lot of them? Yes.
I would say I've met more dumb happy people than smart happy people.
And that might be. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say one way or the other. I'm just saying, like, I just know that there's not enough numbers. Like, they haven't done a study on it. Like, what's your IQ? Okay, are you happy? Like, they haven't done that study yet. And if they have, I haven't read it, and I probably will soon.
All right. Let's look at it this way then. All right. If you're smart and you get a really good donut, but you know the chemical makeup of that donut, and you're like, you know what? It could be better. So you're not satisfied with that goddamn donut. You want to make a better goddamn donut. All right. But if you're dumb and you get a donut and it's delicious, you're not thinking, oh, I could get a better donut. You're thinking, no, this donut's goddamn delicious.
Okay, so I can actually answer this question. I know how to make pizza, homemade pizza.
Well, pizza's a better option than donuts anyway.
Sure.
So let's go with pizza.
Okay, and the pizza that I can make is my favorite kind of pizza. Okay. I will eat it before I eat anything else. However, I consistently order pizza because I don't want to cook. Like, I can eat the pizza that I ordered knowing that I can make better, but I don't because I'm lazy.
All right, but when you eat that good pizza that's not your favorite, do you think about your favorite pizza?
No,
not
usually.
See, I don't know. I just feel like it would be easier to be satisfied if I was the strongest person in the world versus the smartest person.
Well, see, I feel like probably. Because, I mean, if you're assuming that intelligence is the same as thinking about everything else going on, like, that's one thing. Because, like, I know dumb people who overthink all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I'm so worried about everything. And they go on a list and tangent about stupid shit that doesn't matter. Fine, whatever, cool beans. All right, dope. But, like, intelligent people, I mean, just... I don't know. I feel like they're intelligent enough to know when to, like, not worry about things. You know what I'm saying?
But all right, can you tell yourself don't worry and not worry?
Yeah.
I can't. If I'm worried, I'm fucking worried. What about you, Ava?
Yeah, I'm with Tyler.
I'm not, I mean, it took years of practice and mainly being out of situations that I couldn't control. You know what I'm saying? Like, I sit there and I freak out about things I couldn't control or whatever, and eventually it got to the point, like, why am I sitting here wasting my energy and sleep, or not sleep, but, like, time and energy or whatever, to, like, sit here and freak out about it? Like, I can't control it. I can't do anything about the situation, so why fucking worry about it? Sit back, relax, do the best you can, and let shit unfold the way it goes. That's...
Nah, see, I can't do it.
God damn it, I'm helping prove against myself.
I feel like if you're the smartest person, you'd be good at a lot of different stuff.
So
I feel like it would be a better, like, bang for your buck type thing.
It would be more bang for your buck because it encompasses things. You could make an apparatus that makes you stronger than the strongest person in the world.
Exoskeleton, all right.
But here's the thing. You're still limited by worldly things, right? Like, okay, if something hasn't been invented yet, you may be the smartest person in the world, but you still might not be smart enough to invent said apparatus.
You said every scientist trying to develop time travel.
Look, if you could tell me I could be the smartest person in the world and I could invent time travel, then I'm changing my answer. Okay?
Well, just because, like, you can be the smartest man. What if you, like, hold on, pause, and this might seem offensive to most, but what if you, like, get this wish? Like, you find a genie and he gives you, like, a 2-wish option. Like, you get this one or this one, right? Like, you got to flip a coin for it or whatever. And you choose the smartest, and all of a sudden you have autism. Like,
oh.
I'm just saying, like, I've met quite a few people.
Because
like,
it just melts your brain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would.
I know people who are, like,
way to talk me right the fuck out of that.
No,
I was starting to come back to it.
There's a lot of autistic people who are so smart. They're so good at, like, art and math and all kinds of different stuff.
There was a kid that went to my buddy's college who had a type of autism and Asperger's, like, the same, and he would, like, consistently prove teachers wrong. Like, he would just walk out, like, freshman year, he would walk down and he's like, that's not right, and take their marker and rewrite the whole thing, and the teacher's like, fuck. This kid's right. Like, that shit happens all the time. Like, Rain Man, like, that whole movie, like, because that guy was on the fucking spectrum, but he was wildly intelligent when it came to numbers and shit like that.
Let me
you know
just
what I'm saying?
say, the Kmart does not have that good a deal on boxers, okay?
What?
You just mentioned Rayman, and I can't talk about boxers at Kmart and you not know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Sorry. My brain wasn't focusing on the actual movie. Like, it was focused on the individual.
I haven't even seen the movie.
Okay,
so I'm like on a whole different like.
What the fuck are you talking about? Kmart. Kmart doesn't even exist anymore.
What's Kmart?
The guy on Rayman, he goes, I get my boxer shorts from Kmart.
Kmart. Yeah.
Okay.
It's honestly a really good movie, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you what happens if you hit that threshold? Like, at what point in time, or what mental stability do you get to? Like, it's like, all right, smarter, Asperger's. Like, where is that at?
Well, I feel like if you're the smartest person in the world, you're not gonna like many people anyways.
Fuck.
Right? I mean, there's so many downsides to being the smartest, because you're going to look at everybody like they're dumb. You're not going to be able to connect with single person.
Could you imagine being the strongest person, though? Like, what if you want to push yourself? What if you want a challenge from somebody? Like,
well, then you have to play tug of war with 10 dudes. Because, I mean, when you say the strongest, maybe you're just barely stronger than the strongest person in the world. Do you know what I mean?
You're still stronger.
No, we're not talking about Superman strength here. So the way to push yourself is to test your strength against more than one person.
Okay, what about... Okay, can I flip this again?
Yeah, go ahead.
What if I have the strongest brain?
Well, if you're the
Isn't
smartest...
that what smartest means?
Well, I'm just... strongest. The strongest brain. The brain is a muscle.
Right.
This is true, but... Maybe that just means it can take a hit.
By learning, you strengthen your brain.
Sure.
Knowledge.
If I'm the strongest in the world, does that also mean I'm the smartest? Because it itself is a muscle.
You could be smart, but look, you can't take title of the smartest, because that defeats the argument.
That's what I'm here for.
You didn't flip anything, you just combined them.
I'm saying, like, I'm gonna have the strongest muscles, goddammit, it's gonna be my brain.
It doesn't count.
Boo! Boo!
You
Boo
can't,
the jury!
The only way to exercise, quote unquote, your brain
is to read.
Yes.
Is to look at stuff.
Yeah.
And take it in.
I see people looking at shit all the time and drool coming down their chins. Doesn't mean they're smart. That's fucking rude.
Alright, I think it's time we take a little break and then we'll come back for Ava Reviews.
I'm a bad person.
Yeah, and I love it.
I'm a really bad person.
I love you for it.
God damn it. Why did you make me say that?
I don't love you despite it. I love you for it.
Why did you make me say that?
I don't even know what you said. Do you love podcasts? Of course you do. That's why you're here. But you know what's even better than listening to a podcast? Making your own. That's right, and Anchor makes it simple. I'm your favorite host, MC Tyler Havlin, and I'm telling you, go download the Anchor app today, Anchor FM. They have all the tools you need to get started today. And best part is, it's totally free. They push it out to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So get started today, people. Go download the app, Anchor FM. I'll wait. Do it now. Hey, now we're recording. So before we get into Ava Reviews, there's one more stall. What do you think most people in the world are?
I said I think at least 90% of the world's population are just different variants of Patrick Star.
That is why she does belong here.
Fat, pink, and wearing Hawaiian-themed shorts.
Yeah, that's why.
I want some Hawaiian-themed shorts. And I'm bald. I stick my arms like this and I'll be Patrick Star.
Who you calling Pinhead?
Alright, let's get into Ava Reviews. You ready? You got them brought up, Duchess?
I do.
Alright, let's hear it.
Some of them are a little bit longer.
That's okay.
Before. Okay, so this is a 5-star review for, you know those they're like ballpoint pens, but they're the for her. So they're like pink and purple.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
love a pink pen though.
Well,
But these are
it
for her.
says, my husband has never allowed me to write, as he doesn't want me touching men's pens. However, when I saw this product, I decided to buy it using my pocket money. And so far, it has been fabulous. Once I had learned to write, the feminine color and grip size, which was more suited to my delicate little hands, has enabled me to vent thoughts about new recipe ideas, sewing, and gardening. My husband is less pleased with this product as he believes it will lead to more independence, and he hates the feminine tingling sensation, along with the visions of fairies and rainbows he gets whenever he picks it up.
I love this review and I'm here for it.
I love satire.
No, what if it wasn't satire though? What if this lady's old man really doesn't want her reading and writing?
That would be
It would be sad.
unfortunate.
But she's on the goddamn internet typing out fucking essays and shit for a review. So
That's what I would do, man. Like, I'm. That's good humor,
you wouldn't let your old lady read or write?
huh? Well, I mean, if she's gonna write shit like that, absolutely not.
All right, what's the next? Did we get the brand of this pen?
Bic.
No, okay. Dick for her. I know they make razors
I mean,
for her.
look,
I'll be damned. It really is a for her pen.
I've seen them.
Yeah, they exist. I knew that.
All right, what's next?
So this is a 5-star review for a waterproof case cover for a Kindle. The title is "Hoping It'd Be Crap. Her Kindle Would Slip Out and Electrocute Her." Got this for the mother-in-law for bath time. Hoping it'd be crap. Her Kindle would slip out and electrocute her. So far, this bloody thing is staying in one piece. Great for waterproof kindling. Crap for murder. 5 stars, though.
I like that guy.
That's awesome.
It's like this woman. I hope she drops her Kindle in her bathtub.
What a weird thing to like buy and like, you know what? This will get it. This will get the bitch.
How does that work though? When you, God.
It has to be plugged in, I think.
Yeah, but if something's waterproof, doesn't it have to cover up the charging slot?
Yes.
Yeah, it covers up everything.
Oh, but it has like a. I talked myself out of that one.
The guy's just being stupid.
I know.
I wanted to kill my mom with Kindle.
So this is a 3-star review for a giant Swiss Army knife. It says, "It changed my life. Received this knife as a gift for my 18th birthday. Wish I'd have known what it was, because as soon as I touched it, I grew a mustache and became a Navy SEAL. Mom fainted and my dad laughed and handed me a beer. I was born a girl."
What the fuck?
I liked it.
What is it? What do you mean by huge? Is like, okay, so a lot of silly shit on it. Got it.
Is that real? Holy fuck.
I'm assuming so.
I mean, I thought the purpose of a Swiss Army knife was to be rather small and compact.
It is.
You look like you need a fucking backpack to haul that motherfucker around. You
I
ain't
couldn't
sticking that in your
name
pocket.
more than 2 things on here.
I was really hoping it was just gonna be one that was just like, honestly, like
Just
3
like really
foot.
big.
Yeah, like 3 foot long. Like, you've seen those, right? Like the joke ones. Like, I want to get one just for shits and giggles. Like, hold on, I need to get my utility knife and whip out this big motherfucker.
You just answered my next question. They're actually called utility knives, right?
No,
The
the
Swiss Army
Swi-
knife is a brand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is a 1-star review for Star Wars Battlefront by, EA, right?
It was a horrible
Okay.
game.
Yeah.
Never
So
played it.
the title is "Congratulations, EA, you earned 1 star." Oh, hold on. "Congratulations, EA, you earned 1 star. Additional stars can be purchased for $5.49 each."
I fucking love it. I was hoping that's where it was going.
I butchered it.
No,
Because
that's
it
good.
looks like the title, but it's not the title.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Well, every EA game is like that anymore. Well, they stopped doing it.
Probably because they got such a shitty rep so fast. Like, once people started making jokes about it, it fucking blew the fuck up.
Well, they actually went in and changed games and made new games because of it.
Really?
Yeah. I remember when EA was like the shit.
Yeah.
The Maddens, the NBA Lives. Now you can't find an NBA Live. They're trash. 2K is way better. Army of Two was really good. That was an EA title. Did you ever play that?
No.
No?
I know of it just because Otto played it.
It was dope.
Yeah. He wanted to do cosplay of those guys.
They have some badass masks.
Yeah, I know. That's why he was wanting to do it. And I bet if I mentioned something to him, I bet he would still want to do it.
Yeah, because your all's builds, you would work perfectly for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Again, I've never played it, so
You should try it. I bet it still holds up. I think there's 3 of them. There's 2 or 3.
it wasn't. I remember watching autoplay, and it's not my style of game. So,
All right, continue.
Okay, this is a 4-star review for, hang on for the title, Overhead Rubber Penguin Mask, Happy Feet Animal Fancy Dress.
that's the item.
Yes.
God bless.
It's,
There's a lot of brain melting going on today.
this is quite literally the most terrifying penguin mask that I've ever seen in my entire life. It is wretched.
Well, I found something that I need.
It is... Okay, so,
Top 5 things not to ask after sex. Can you take the penguin mask off?
the penguin mask stays on for sex. So it says, I wear this mask to sing lullabies to my children. They're terrified of the mask. Whenever they protest about their bedtime or ask for too many sweets, I whip on the mask and they soon know who was the king penguin.
Is there a reason why I didn't get 5 stars then?
I don't know.
It's like the mask is so hideous, the kids just close their eyes, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
That is amazing. I'm proud of that man or woman. It
We're
did
gonna
not-
have to... their name is Sir Chubbs, so I
It's
can...
a dude.
Yeah.
It's a dude. I'm proud of that father.
Sir Chubbs,
That's so good. Fuck.
you're alright by us.
That's amazing.
Is there a way to find these people that leave these reviews?
I wish, dude. Some of them are
Maybe.
super fucking funny.
So this is a 1-star review for a UFO detector internal magnetometer interfaced with microcontroller for 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Yep, Swiss Army knife.
If only it was that simple.
I know, that's what I had to go with.
And then it says, 1 star is too much for this product. I don't know if this is a scam or if mine was broken, but it doesn't work and I'm still getting abducted by UFOs on a regular basis. So it's supposed to, like,
Deter
protect you?
from UFOs and somebody bought it?
Yeah, look, it's weird.
It's cool looking though.
I don't know, like, do you carry that with you? Because it's not like a hat, you know?
It's like a nightlight and you just shine it on your
That's
ceiling.
so-
and
But wouldn't that lure them?
It almost. I was
Calls
gonna
the
ask if,
mothership.
like, is it supposed to call them to you like a beacon? Like,
I don't
come
think
to us.
so.
We've talked about that before, UFO summoning.
yeah,
It's been
Oh.
a while, but
It monitors
UFOs.
magnetic anomalies. So,
I mean, I got magnets on my refrigerator. Is it gonna pick those up?
No, it's not. That's not an anomaly.
It is if I throw that motherfucker at somebody's head.
I mean, the act of a magnet going flying, yes, that's an anomaly. But the magnet in and of itself is not.
Okay.
this is a 5-star review for a Nexus silent wired mouse. Says works great. My girlfriend and I were on the verge of breaking up because I would keep her awake at night with my constant mouse clicking, right? Not anymore, considering this relationship saved. This mouse is so silent, she will sometimes forget that I'm even home and invite her lover over. He's a pretty cool guy.
I feel like I've read that one.
Oh, that's horrible.
I was tripping halfway through that sentence.
It happens. I trip over my tongue all the time. How many more you got for us?
A couple. Well,
Okay.
I'll do like 1 or 2 more.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. This is a 1-star review for The Wolf of Wall Street. It
How
says,
do you only give that 1 star?
Hold on, let her read it.
because there were no wolves in the movie.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can get down with that.
This movie sucks.
Movie's
Okay.
so good. When they took the old ass Quaaludes.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it? You gotta see that scene.
Oh my god.
Alright.
This is a 5-star review for a... It's one of those things where you plug in an outlet and it gives you more USB ports.
Oh, yeah. Those things are
Multitap.
awesome.
Yeah. So it says, my wife and I can now charge all of our devices simultaneously. Now all we fight about is her crippling alcoholism and my unhealthy obsession with Dakota Fanning.
Why did that cross a line for me? I feel like she's perpetually a child.
Yeah, doesn't she just look so little?
Dakota Fanning?
Yes.
I don't know who that is.
I'll look her up.
Well, I think that's it for today. We're gonna end it on Dakota Fanning.
What an odd thing to do.
But did I talk about the changes we're making? So, listeners, you can expect a new episode every Thursday now. Instead of our random ass schedule we've been keeping every Thursday just for you.
She looks like
It's an adult child.
Also, we'll be uploading to the YouTube soon and IGTV, so check us out there as well.
IGTV. Oh, Instagram. I was like, what the
Yes.
hell? Like, we're not doing HGTV. Like,
Remodel.
two guys and a girl remodel. That's
she got so scared.
That was the wrong thing to say.
that's HGTV.
Alright, so that's it for today.
So in the meantime,
In the between time.
Remember, the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody new. That's right. Cue the music. We out.
You're so dumb.